and welcome back. I am going to proceed at my own risk. I know that was just a terrible setup, but whatever. Not even a setup, really. It was just stupid. Let's just all agree with that and move on
The
with our
staircase
lives.
was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Alright, listen. Listen, Alan. Look.
I couldn't stay here.
You
there
can
had to be a way
fucking
to
climb
get up there.
that! It's not even look like it's unstable or something. Like, you could easily climb up that. You can jump up and climb that shit, but no. You're like, this is impossible. I'm at an impasse. The fucking stairs are broken and they're not complete. I can't get up. I'm like really pissed off by this and how stupid lazy you are. God. Next thing you're gonna say is you're gonna run into a bunch of stairs. You're gonna be like, the escalator's broken.
Power.
I have no way to get up.
There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
If only I could turn the power back on to the escalator. You jerk. What was the point of this again? Back up. I got this.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Shotgun. Keep the pistol though. Pistol's fine right now. There's no need to waste shotgun ammo. Is this? No. I don't think it is. There we go. And that's the point of this, is to go up now rather than earlier. Roger that. Hey, there's a thermos over there. Sure, I'll go grab it. Collectibles. Yay. I don't know, I still don't like collectibles for the sake of being collectibles. I like them having something involved with them. I don't know, having them unlock some sort of in-game content, even if it's just like concept art or wallpapers or something. I should have probably jumped. Collectibles, just to again attach itself to you know, the ultimate collectible, the achievement, you know. Like, collecting the thermoses, I don't think does anything except for getting the achievement for getting all the thermoses, so. I'm not a completionist, that's for sure. I know people who are, though. go by the mantra that if it's fun and it seems fun to collect everything, then by all means. Like, I really enjoy
I was just outside for a breath of fresh
getting all
air,
those
and what a night.
Riddler's riddles.
I know most of you are
Arkham
probably
City.
in your beds by now, but if you're still
That
up
was
and
fun.
around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure, Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Yay, I kind of wasted everyone's time with that. Sorry. I was hoping they kind of went somewhere. But it didn't. Not really, at least. I just came from here. Oops. I was actually playing music. Is that a new one?
At
Sure.
first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best.
I think this is as far as I played in with my PC version, but when I was over at my girlfriend's, I did play a little bit further on the on her Xbox, I think. Oh. Now, I dodged the wrong way. Hey, that's not fair. That shouldn't have happened. I was fine.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool. The manuscripts kind of clear things up. Like, for example, I wouldn't have known that it was him on the television when I was in the station earlier. Actually, it talks about going to the gas station. No, so that's coming up then. Interesting. I guess this way. something good as a result. There we go. Yay, a flare gun. Again, we probably won't be using it at all. 'Cause that's how I roll.
Fruit salad, no. A man like me needs a 15. That's for the day.
Always afraid these things are just gonna jump out. Sup? Sup, homies? You guys are pretty fast. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a butterfly. Yeah, I just did that. I never said I was clever.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me.
Yep. Ah, here we are. Yay, shotgun ammo. No, go back to the revolver. We're not using the shotgun yet.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright, these are interesting.
I am Dr. Barclay Colvin,
Well, I don't always
and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment.
Alright, so if I drain the battery, it's still...
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin. Felled
That's
by
not
his
to be
own
that funny,
hubris,
but
or the ignorance of the masses.
liking these Twilight Zones.
Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Well, sorry for wasting the last bit of your time. Maybe if you haven't played Alan Wake before and you're watching me play through this for the first time, and this is your first time, you found that as amusing and interesting as I did. I'm going to call this episode for now, and I'll see you on the next one.